Right, hey VC, I'm Jamie. Welcome back. We are back with another video. I'm back looking at Christmas CDs this time. My boxes and boxes of Christmas CDs that I've collected over the years, which I always keep separate from my CD library. And in fact, my CD library is all alphabetized, but the Christmas CDs, they just go in boxes and then come out this time of year. And I've got about roughly about 6 boxes generally like that, and I've got some Christmas vinyl, but not a whole lot. Here's a few I picked up just recently. This is part of the Putumayo, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, series. This is a Jazz and Blues Christmas, and this is a nice little CD. I picked this up at my local thrift store, Value Village. It's got B.B. King, Charles Brown, Ray Charles on this one. Very, very nice. And this is one, for those that remember, Stuart McLean and the Vinyl Cafe on CBC Radio. Stuart McLean has since passed on, but this is a collection of the Christmas stories that were featured on the radio show called Vinyl Cafe. And Vinyl Cafe was kind of stories that centered around Dave, this guy named Dave and his family, and all the antics that they would get up to, and then they'd have it was done very much in a concert setting, often with live music, that sort of thing, and then recorded for radio. For Americans, it was very much like Garrison Keillor, that sort of style. So this is a collection of all the Christmas stories, including Dave Cooks the Turkey, which is absolutely iconic. And this is 4 CDs worth of just Christmas stories. So I don't think there's any, I haven't been up through all of it. I don't think there's any music on here. It should be just all Christmas stories, which is kind of nice. But for fans of Stuart McLean and the Vinyl Cafe, they'll certainly well remember these stories. And they still play Dave Cooks the Turkey every year over the holidays on CBC Radio. Okay, just taking a look at what I got here from Christmas CDs from long ago. We've got Bob Dylan, and this is A Christmas in the Heart, and this was the original issue for the CD when it came in this like slip case, and then it was included with all these cards, Christmas cards that you can send to your loved ones, which is sort of interesting packaging. They just gave you a whole bunch of cards and even envelopes too, and you could send them love of Bob Dylan over the holidays. Okay, and some other ones that I've got in my collection. Let's take a look. We've got the Moody Blues. That's still, this is the Moody Blues in December, a nice little Christmas album, and this still remains their last studio album. And it's well worth picking up if you enjoy the Moody Blues. Okay, what else have we got from the collection? And my CD collection is, in terms of Christmas, is just all over the place. It's Tony Benton and the Christmas album Snowfall. You know, I do like Tony Benton. We've got old Dino. You know, we got some of the, the crooners and the standards. So this is a nice one, Making Spirits Bright, so the greatest holiday songs. Lots of compilations. This one's called And So This Is Christmas, and this features Ricky Martin, also Gloria Estefan, Mariah Carey, Luther Vandross, Celine Dion, that sort of thing. Sorry for the glare on some of these discs. What else we got? We got B.B. King. This is a Christmas Celebration of Hope, and this was the first issue of this because then they reissued it with a sort of a slightly different cover, but this is a really nice Christmas album. And I love his Old Lang Syne on here, which wraps up the album. We got some Canadian stuff. This is Holly Cole. She's like a jazz singer, and this is actually just her Christmas EP. She does have a full-length Christmas album, but this is her Christmas EP. This was the first one to come out that features just 4 tracks. We got the late, great Jimmy Buffett and Christmas Island, which is a nice CD. Gosh, I've got Destiny's Child. I think this is the only Destiny's Child I have, but I've got 8 Days of Christmas. There you go. And we've got local singer-songwriter from where I live. This is Allie Matthews and her Christmas CD on Angel's Wings. We've got, again, some of these CDs go back a few years. We've got La Polar Express movie soundtrack. And, of course, the great Charlie Brown Christmas. Fantastic. I think I have a couple of different versions of that particular CD. And, I picked up this year the Phil Spector Christmas album. I do have this on CD, but I did pick up the vinyl version arguably the greatest Christmas album of all time, Phil Spector's Christmas album. And I know this is on the DOL label, or the Dole label, which is kind of a gray market label, but the price was great on this, and it sounds good. And, featuring the Crystals, the Ronettes, Darlene Love. And great to see Darlene Love singing Christmas songs on some of the late night talk shows just recently, which is great to see her, and she's still going strong. And of course, the very special Christmas series. Again, these are just in random order here. This is the third one in the series. I really did like when these came out initially. These were a lot of fun. And of course, we've got Motown Christmas Volume 2. I've got multiple Motown selections. And again, speaking of vinyl, as I've shown on an earlier video, I did pick up the Jethro Tull album. So this is Jethro Tull Christmas album, Fresh Snow at Christmas. So this is a remixed version. Really enjoyed this on vinyl. Absolutely stunning. The remix is very nice. And interestingly with the vinyl, I have it on CD, and I always pull out the CD each and every Christmas time. This time I've gotten much more into the full album, kind of, the necessity of listening to the full sides on vinyl kind of thing, and really gotten into the whole album, whereas before I'd often select certain tracks from the CD, but as I say, really enjoy the whole album. Okay, and for whatever reason, I've got the Bonanza Christmas from the television. This is Christmas on the Ponderosa, the Bonanza TV show. Why I have this on CD, why not, I don't know. We've also got a local artist originally from Manitoba, Lorena McKennitt, absolutely a great artist, performed all around the world, stunning voice, and she plays harp, and it's very much that sort of Celtic style. So this is one of several Christmas CDs. How about we got a little Gene Autry. This is a nice one. This was a Gene Autry Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and other Christmas classics, and this is kind of a later legacy recording issue, so they really fill up the disc with a whole bunch of tracks there. And maybe just a few more, as mentioned, the Jethro Tull Christmas album. That's the original, which they changed the cover for the new vinyl version. That I've got NSYNC's Christmas album, NSYNC Home for Christmas. I must admit, I do quite like their a cappella version of Oh Holy Night. I think is quite good, and hopefully Justin Timberlake didn't have any wardrobe malfunctions or anything like that. Through that, maybe just a few more. Boy, if you don't have this in your collection, Brian Setzer Orchestra, this is Boogie Woogie Christmas. This is fabulous. It just rocks from start to finish. It's not the sleepy Christmas music. It's really, really good. Again, just pulling some random discs, maybe just a few more. This is a bizarre disc. This is a Merry Xmas Volume 2. And who have we got featured on here? We've got Neil Schon, Steve Lukather, Ted Nugent's featured on here, Robin Trower, Trevor Rabin is also featured on here. Mainly an instrumental album, but all different types of things. More interesting compilations. This again kind of features Dino and Ella Fitzgerald and a whole bunch of those types of artists on, I believe, on Capitol. This was a Virgin release actually, but it's all some of the standards from the 50s and 60s, that sort of thing, called The Best Christmas Ever. Maybe not the best album cover ever, but there you go. And you can barely, with this very busy design, you can barely even make out the artists that are listed there, which is kind of weird. Something very relaxing, the Essential Winter Solstice. There you go. And of course on all those solstice elemental records. And we've got Olivia Newton-John's Christmas Wish. Lots of tracks there. We've got the motion picture to soundtrack for Jack Frost with Michael Keaton. And you got Hanson on here, Lisa Loeb, Spice Girls, and maybe just a few more. We've got Jackson 5. This is the Ultimate Christmas Collection. And of course the Jackson 5 Christmas album. There's that. And maybe we'll wrap it up with the Beach Boys. This is the Ultimate Christmas. This is where it takes their Christmas album and some of the other Christmas songs that they released and combined it all onto one disc. This is a really nice disc, the Beach Boys. and Ultimate Christmas. I know I could keep going on and on with so many Christmas albums. I always enjoy this one too. This is Bruce Cockburn's Christmas. Was just playing a few tracks from this the other day. Very nice Christmas album. Okay, well, that's going to do it for this one. Just wanted to take some time to wish you and yours a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and all the best in the new year. Thanks to everyone who's watched the videos, thanks to my new subscribers, and to all those who make comments. I really enjoy hearing from you, and of course, we will chat again very soon. So all the best. Take care. Bye-bye.